So I just got some 45 grain slugs in for my Air Force Condor. We're going to be testing them out just to see if they fire before I put the chronograph down there and start testing for speed and things. The first one is the 3/4 dome or 3/4 round. Second one, half round. It's got a little bit more of a point. 45 grains total. And John and the camper off of Gateway to Air Guns actually made these for me. They're fantastic quality, fit and finish. I'm very impressed with them. And let's see what happens. Very tight fit. They're 0.178. In order to 0.1 or 0.2178 is where they're at. So they're very, very close to the size. Alright, so functions, it fires. There we go. Stick the semi-round in there again. Very tight fit. Actually feel the gun kind of report a little, or push back a little bit more with the added pressure and all that. So I'm going to get the chrony set up real quick and then turn this thing back on. Alright, chrony's all set up. 110 pumps on the gun to get it back from 2,500 up to 3,000. And we're going to let the 3/4 dome rip first, see what happens with that thing, see what the velocity is. Again, these are 22 caliber Condor, 3,000 PSI with 45 grain slugs. Yeah, we got 907.5, and that's what a full tank dump looks like from 3,000 PSI down to 0. It's probably the 4th time that's happened, so it's not as nerve-wracking this time, but yeah, it'll drive that gun back into your face pretty good. Anyway, well, got a long time to pump the gun back up, and we'll get another one across there. But 907.5 is what it said. I'm going to go with a 30 thousandths washer underneath the top hat instead of 20 thousandths. See if I can stop that thing from dumping again. Till next time. Alright, so here we go, a test run on the 45 grain slugs that I got in. I'm going to do the 3/4 round ones this time, or half round rather. They got more of a point on. And I fueled the gun up to a little bit over 2,800, about 2,850 PSI, and put a 30 thousandths washer underneath the top hat. So we're going to see how it rock and rolls this time. That's actually pretty mild. See what happens with that. 876 too. And lucky number 3. See how that works out. Hard to shoot with big ass goggles on. 865 ones. It's a steady drop. So, 3 successful shots. Looked like a little bit fatter washer underneath there helped it out. So we'll run the gun back up to 3,000 psi and see what happens. Alright, sitting at 3,000 psi. See what happens. Miss nothing. $897.9. Really get much. Alright, I think I'm going to thin the washer down to about 25 thousandths and see what I can get with that. Max that I'm trying to get is fastest I push them is 907, but it dumped. So I'm going to try and get back to that or close to it without it dumping. So, see what happens. Alright, in case anybody's wondering how I'm actually making my washers for to go behind my top hat, I'm just taking some nylon washers. Got a couple of hundred of them left over from an old shed that I built, but they just come, straight off of basically a sheet like that. Got a hole ream and drill bit. Just take them out to 1/4 inch in the center. Once you get it up to 1/4 inch on the middle, take your little sandpaper, rub it on there, in a circle till you get it down to whatever thickness you want. Takes a few minutes, but they're really easy. About 15 minutes you can have it wherever you want. Measure it with the micrometer, and then you got whatever thickness you need for, moving back and forth. Takes about 3 seconds to swap it out. Pry the top hat out with a couple of flathead screwdrivers, nice and smooth and easy. Stick it on there, slide it back in. You're good to go. Changes your velocity, changes your shot strings, write everything down. I can take this gun with the Talon Tunes top hat, shooting 40 foot-pounds of energy with the 22 grain monsters, or I could run it all the way up to what I'm sitting at right now, which is right about 82 foot-pounds of energy. So, and it takes a couple of seconds to swap them out. So, let me get this all knocked out and see what a 25 thousandths does. Alright, 25 thousandths washer, 3,000 psi, 45 grain. See what our velocity is. Shooting for about 907 to 910, around in there. See what happens. 907.2. Pretty close. Not bad. as thin as we can go on a washer. 20,000 is called a tank dump, which is going to be included in the video and all that good stuff as well. But we're sitting right about 82 foot-pounds of energy with that right there. So the next one is, I'm going to don all the PPE, put on the goggles and everything, and then we're going to see if we can poke a hole in an ammo can lid with it, see what happens with it. Alright, we're going to see if we can't put this thing through a standard ammo can lid. Luckily I've got the option of some really good protective equipment at my disposal here, so see what happens. Like every good idiot always starts his tricks out with. Watch this, y'all. Alright. Yep, hell of a dent. Didn't that penetrate? Don't look like. Did about the same damage as 32 grain U-Gens, you know. I think just the soft pellet lid is just too soft to penetrate, but definitely puts a wallop in that can.